Sport mode is a beast. Holy. Alright guys, two-wheel ton back at you. This is the next ride. Another Indian. This is the Elite. Now, this is crazy. I chose this thing because a guy was telling me that they only made like 300 of these things. So it's nuts that one is in the demo ride. You can see, I'll try to do some more little video in for you. The paint job is ridiculous, and it's decked out with bling. I mean, this is like blinding chrome action here. Beautiful. I think it's like 7-inch touchscreen. It's got everything going for it. I'm really excited. I'm excited. This is gonna be good. Look at that freaking side case and the painted Indian head on there. It's awesome. 111. Really good stuff. I'll see you out on the road. So here we go. Fire it up with the computer on-off button. Kind of hilarious. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully there's no tunes going on here. Yeah, I don't want any tunes. Nuts. That thing says it's 90 degrees out here. I can definitely feel it in the black leather seat. Alright guys, let's start her up. Yeah. I like having a tack. Having an actual tachometer. That feels nice. I wish I had some more pipes, man. Wish I had some louder pipes. So that's another weird part with this is the that ride-by-wire would take me a while to get used to, I think. The ride-by-wire that I'm dealing with, it just makes it feel to me like it's not as responsive. I don't know if I dig it, but I'm sure I would get used to it. Man, it is a cable-driven clutch. It doesn't feel very heavy. So first initial reaction, I'll tell you as normal. 5'6", a little over 200 pounds. I'm kind of on tiptoes on this thing, so kind of weird. The seat must be extra wide, and that's what's causing me to feel like I'm a little bit short on it. But it's all good. Ergonomics so far feel like they're actually a little bit cramped, more cramped than what I expected. I've noticed that even on the Harley, it felt like I was more cramped in there than I thought. But so far comfy. So here we go, guys. Indian Chieftain Elite. Man, this thing is gorgeous. It's really good looking. I mean, it's really pretty. The paint job, ultra fancy. Ultra fancy paint job. I dig having the bigger dash up here. This is, I think, like a 7-inch display. I like being able to have the tack. That's real nice. I don't really need the stereo stuff, so I'm not even really going to demo that, I don't think. But, I mean, it's fine, I guess. One thing I'll definitely note, like, I haven't had any problems with the gearbox. This guy, I heard, is kind of jabby with the rear brake, so... Oh man, that is so much nicer being able to see my tack. So, okay, I'm getting some buffeting. I put the windshield down on my helmet just because of the buffeting from that tiny windshield here. I had a similar deal on my uncle's Street Glide that we rode recently. So, man, ergonomics while seated and riding, really good.
I mean, I feel like I'm in an upright riding position. My arms and hands feel in a nice position. The floorboards are in a good spot. I bet you could get some kind of clamp-ons or something for these crash bars down here. Yeah, I mean, as far as a big cruiser, that's what it feels like. A big ass comfy cruiser. I mean, as far as a comparison directly to Harley, there is... So, okay, what can I say? There's not an overwhelming urge to say buy one or the other. As far as a stock machine, I can say that. I will say that compared to the Harley, it's right there. I mean, they are neck and neck. I thought the build quality and everything looked really top-notch on the Harley, but the paint jobs on these far surpass. I know you can get custom paint jobs on the Harley, but they cost a lot more money. All of the paint jobs I've seen today on the Indians have been amazing looking. Like, they're all got metal flake in them, and they're beautiful. They sparkle. They look great. I love the gauges with this sort of antique colored back panel. I mean, this looks nice, and it actually feels closer to me, so it would maybe be easier to actually operate and reach if I needed to while riding than the Harley did. The Harley, everything sort of felt far away from me, which, I don't know, either way it's fine. I've never really had a bike with a fairing and, you know, all that stuff up there that you gotta worry about. This must be, yeah, like sunglasses or something. You can fit quite a bit of stuff in there, looks like. The mirrors are in a nice position. I must say, it's kind of weird that they cover up the speakers. Just visually, that's kind of strange to me. So I would either like them like up here or down below, but down below feels like too far to look down if I had to. But otherwise, I mean, no complaints. The thing is freaking gorgeous, this thing. It's crazy. All the chrome controls, I mean, geez. Lots of chrome going on here. Again, it's plenty of power for what we're doing. This handling is fine for me. Even at low speed, it feels similar to the Road Glide or anything else. You know, you just tip in. It feels like nice, smooth, linear power. Nothing too crazy and exciting, just smooth, easy on power. The power does not surprise you in any way. It's a low-key machine. These things are. I will say that. It's definitely like, I don't know. It's definitely for a relaxing cruise all day long, is what I'll say. So, not super performance oriented, but that also doesn't, I'm not trying to say it feels sluggish, you know, at all. What I really like is there's no time, even this where it kind of creeps under $2,000, and never feels like it's laboring to me. This giant 111 inch, and it doesn't ever feel like it's laboring to get me going. It's just always has power there, and it's nice and relaxed. I could use some louder pipes. I'd really like louder pipes is what I would like. I really dig also that they don't automatically put a heel toe on stuff. I do not like the heel toe. This thing, regular shifter, feels great. Floorboards are huge. These custom floorboards, they're like, I can really put my feet in a lot of different positions. In fact, I could hang my feet out here like this for highway style if I really wanted. If I was going all day, that buffeting would have to stop though. I'd either have to get rid of the helmet or get like a taller windshield, because there's a weird buffeting that's happening right on there, and that would be annoying. I'm trying to keep a little space because I heard the dude on the dark horse up there is a little crazy on the rear brake, or is braking. Somebody said something. I kind of overheard it. So keep a little distance, and if I want to juice it, I can. So here's the major difference if you watch my video about the Scout. The big difference is going to be like in the Scout, even doing like 50 like this, I was already in 6th gear. This thing obviously is geared major for the highway, so that could also have something to do with the peppiness or the lack thereof. I mean, I don't know, I'm a little over 2,000 hours and I'm in 4th gear, and it feels like right to be doing 45 or 50 miles an hour. If I was in, let's go straight to 6th. I'm at like 1,600 hours, and I tell you what, it's lugging along. It doesn't feel weird at all. I don't know if this thing here is trying to tell me like take it out of that gear or something, but it can do it. God, it doesn't feel grumpy. I mean, it sounds like it's laboring when I do that, but yeah, that doesn't go away, so whatever. But it didn't feel like it was upset about it. It could do it and get extreme gas mileage. One thing I dislike, as I'm getting older and stuff now, I don't mind wearing gloves and junk while I'm riding. I actually feel a little warm behind this fairing. So, long story short, this fairing does an excellent job. I actually even have to put my hands down. I'm just cooling my hands off when I put them down, and getting some airflow through the arm of my jacket. Because this thing, I don't feel any wind really on me except on my shins and at the top of my helmet. I can feel it moving my helmet around. So 4th gear, almost 3,000 Rs. So yeah, I mean, if you juice it, it pulls you nicely. It feels good, and actually when you get on it, it sounds great. The weird thing is the damn fly-by-wire. I can't get over that right now. It makes the whole thing makes the throttle feel spongy and unresponsive to me. And there's like a kickback. God, it sounds good when I juice it. There's a period of kickback there. I don't know if you can see that, what I'm doing. What's up, scooter dudes? There's a period of like spongy, it goes back. So that feels weird. I don't know, the whole thing feels, if you're used to running a tight cable throttle, it feels so foreign. So that's the only thing that I would want to get over or change. Or that's what I'll give feedback on. This is a pretty cool demo. I guess I didn't touch on this in any of the other videos, but this is an extremely organized demo. I got like an Indian card, and they just check me in on the card and stuff, and whatever one I want to ride. And yeah, it's they have some reps, and I mean, I know it's might be considered a pain, but these reps want to talk to you after the ride and get your feedback on the machines, and they even want direct comparison to Harley and stuff like that. I mean, they're trying to do some market research and trying to improve their machines, which I enjoy. It seems to me like Harley, especially in comparison to the demo day, I went to the local Harley dealership in town, and we rode some Harleys. God, yeah, that thing actually feels good. I like it. So maybe even when I was on the dark horse, it was the apes. But when you when you hit the throttle, it picks up. It's nice. It definitely scoots. So anyhow, that demo ride was totally different. I mean, if you look at that, we rode the road glide, and then basically it was like 3 of the same exact motorcycle you're riding, and then so we just went on one ride and took off, and that was it. And the ride was slow and frankly boring. This isn't like we're going crazy like some of the other demos we've been on, but we're going on a nice long ride, and it's highway time, and we get to actually see what the bike is like for a little while, you know, and at 60, 70, at 50, 55, see how comfy it is for long term. The Harley ride was very short, and I'm also going to say that the people at that dealer, they just seemed kind of like they were not with it. They didn't know much about the bikes. So not super educated. So yeah, I mean, what can you say, man? Solid cruiser. And I am way stoked that I'm on this Elite with all of the fixins. The Elite, the guy said only 300 built. It's crazy. Right here, with all the sweet paint job, $31,500 bucks. $31,500, and they just, yeah, go ahead. I mean, they didn't even have to go through with me. Like, that's another thing at Harley. They tried to, well, I got to go through these things with you, and then the guy couldn't figure out how to start the bike, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? And then so he says, well, here's the turn signals. And so it was interesting, and that was probably the most distracting thing about the Harley is the turn signals on either side. This thing has standard, you know, turn signals, which I appreciate. Standard turn signals that I understand and are easy to control. Yeah, that thing definitely, it moves. I will say it's very smooth. Sounds good when you get on it, man. Sounds real good. I'm really tired of this buffeting though. Probably why most guys don't wear any helmets with these big fairings. I guess part of even what makes them hard to hear is that exhaust goes all the way back. That thing I was riding on the other video with those fishtails goes, you know, past the rear fender, so it's probably the whole reason why I could barely hear that thing when I was riding it. God, it's like comfortable, man. It's very comfortable. I could cruise this thing for many, many miles. Many, many, many miles. I mean, I feel like I've been more quiet on some of these rides, and I think perhaps it's a similar thing to when you sit down to a really good meal. Alright, ready? That's full throttle. Man, I was cooking. Man, I had to hit brakes. That thing starts cooking, and it's I wasn't clamping on for dear life, but it was takes a bit to slow down a beast like this. Yeah, so I was full throttling it there. So that's mainly the big difference where it'd be nice to, I really want to ride a machine that's got cams in it and stuff, see what we're talking about on a larger machine like this, because they offer a cam package, more horsepower. I dig it. But this, I mean, this is plenty. Let me get that out there. This is plenty. But, you know, it'd be nice to have a little more. It'd be nice to have a little more. It'd be nice to see if the cam package, if that feels like at all close to my uncle's bike with all that tire shredder kit. God, all of the colors look awesome. I don't know why you'd get the flat black. Man, that blue looks beautiful. That red next to me looks great. So there we have it, guys. It's we're coming to an end once again here. Overall, I think it's great. I think these Indians are awesome. If I was spending the huge, like, you know, 20, 25 grand on a cruiser in particular, I would be looking real hard this direction over a Harley just to have something unique, honestly. Unique, and this gorgeous paint jobs, man, and tons of chrome, and the engine is just like extreme eye candy. The motor is so cool looking. It's awesome. I had a blast. These things are excellent. Anyway, check me out on Instagram, 2 Wheel Ton. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos. Be sure to comment below and let me know what you guys think. And be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.